So today I want to tell a story about automation and how it was an epic fail for me and one of my clients recently. Hi, my name is Stephen Joseph and I'm the president and founder of EvoStream Communications. So before I tell my story about how automation failed me and my customer, just want to talk about the importance of automation in our industry, telecommunications. So we work in an industry where there are service delivery challenges that require a number of hands, including different companies, to touch each and every order that goes into service delivery. So it's a very complex process, and unfortunately it plagues people that are trying to project manage and accelerate the delivery of services like internet. So we welcome automation and anything that can compress and simplify this really elongated process. However, in many cases, automation can oversimplify something and lead to errors. So here's my story. About 3 or 4 weeks ago, we get an order to move a customer's phone numbers from one location to another. And about a week and a half before that was planned, I get a phone call and this same customer says, it's a really strange situation, Stephen. I have an office that is actually down, and it happens to be the same office that we're planning to move on the 21st. And I can't understand why these phone numbers aren't working. We've tried all the usual troubleshooting techniques, and it's not making sense. So is there the possibility that this service provider, who will go unnamed, prematurely moved our numbers over? And I said, there's no way. I'd have to be on a phone call with a technician and your phone vendor in order for that to be facilitated. But let me check, anything can happen. Well, it turns out the service provider had an incident where the phone numbers were prematurely toggled, as they called it, in some type of pre-testing event. And that was inadvertently triggered by some automation that was within their ordering tools, and totally caught me off guard, obviously caught my customer off guard, who has a business critical application and was taken out of service prematurely before their office was actually scheduled to move. Now, the other complexity with automation is once services are put into, say, a workflow that is completely automated, it's very difficult to do inspection, and it's definitely difficult to get milestones and updates, because most folks downstream are simply waiting for their turn for that order to show up, and until it does, they really don't know where it stands. So in this case, it was kind of hard to go back and figure out, where did the order go wrong and how do we fix it? How do we get these numbers back to the location where they are supposed to be and do it quickly? So long story short, we were able to figure that out, but let me tell you, the automation didn't make it any easier. And in this case, it definitely failed us. Now, of course, like anything else, there's room for improvement, and we just use these episodes as opportunities to eventually make that system and that process better. But the lesson learned is, don't trust automation to do things all by itself. You got to continue to bird dog and provide the oversight that as agents we do, and make sure that you keep an eye on those processes and the outcomes the best you can, and be suspicious. And in my experience, I never expected this could have been the outcome, but be open to your customer's advice, because certainly in this case they were spot on. This was something that I wouldn't have even suspected, and we learned an interesting lesson from it, and hopefully it's a valuable story for you guys. And I'd love to have you guys share any stories you have yourselves. Please, again, like, share, comment, and give me your feedback. I look forward to hearing from you. Thanks, and have a great day.